It's so barbaric. Like I can't get my head wrapped around it.
Why? We give them birth and then they do this to us. I don't understand like how a woman doesn't have a standing in society to that extent.
Yeah.
Welcome to Wine Chats with Billy and Lindsay,
where we drink wine and chat life.
Hey girl.
Hi, Billy.
Hi, Lenny.
Oh.
What's up?
Oh, Lord. We've already been drinking. Yes,
Can you tell?
Always. We have this. Okay, look, I'm not going to lie. This is from our new wine sponsor, Podrum.
Yes,
I don't say it
very good, Lindsay.
right. Podrum.
Podrum.
If you have it there with the accent. And we've had a few wines from your homeland before.
We have.
That wasn't very nice. I'm just
True
going to
story.
be honest. So I was a little bit nervous trying this one, and I'm not lying. This is actually delicious.
Same. Actually so delicious. I get so much this. It's so Yugoslav to me, this wine, only because we drink lots of sour cherry. Sour cherry is a really yes, we have lots of sour cherry trees. We love drinking cordial sour cherries. Sour cherry is a big deal for us. So to have this flavoring in this wine is like magic.
Because plum is a big thing for you guys too. So
yes.
Sour cherries are another thingy for you. Okay, yeah.
Love sour cherry. Vishnya. It tastes just like Vishnya. It's like this
Vishnya.
Beautiful, delicious wine. So actually, I'm very surprised because I don't want to lie to you, but I also didn't want to if it wasn't going to be good. Actually, really delicious.
I love it.
Yeah,
it's a Merlot technically. It's from Lily. You probably won't be able to see because it's too far away.
I just want to see quickly.
What would you like to see?
Oh,
yeah.
So it says it's a Bikička winery, and it's in Serbia.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know what region it was from. So it's Serbian. There you go. 2021.
It's a Merlot. And it's actually, this is why I think I haven't liked wines from your homeland before because they're so, I find potent.
Yeah.
But this one is a Merlot, but it's a strong Merlot.
Yes.
But it's still delicious. So I think your wines are just super boldy and potent.
The people. Živjeli?
Oh, right. Sorry. What she said. Cheers.
Rude. Oh my God, it even smells like Vishnya. Seriously.
I don't know what
you got to
Vishnya
try this.
is.
It's so delicious. Sour cherry. It's delicious.
Oh, right. Great.
Not just normal cherry, sour cherry.
You know what else is sour, Billy?
Dude, your face.
Oh.
I had to. It was right there. It was right there for the taking. I'm sorry.
Rude.
No, but I know what you're going to say, and you're absolutely right.
Look, we've had this topic on our list. You've wanted to do this for a while.
Yes.
I need to be in the mood to do it because it's such a heavy topic, and we're not heavy type of gals.
No.
But we're just going to talk about how shit it is, basically, for some women in some countries from the laws that are set against for women.
Women, yes.
Because you were telling me of a story the other day that prompted this topic again.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think it's speaking for me, part ignorance, part being naive. And I just don't want to think that there's countries actually still really shit out there towards the way they treat women and the laws, right?
I think it's obviously something we know about and we know that lots of women around the world are experiencing. But seeing it, so what prompted this whole thing was the Taliban. First and foremost, we don't know about these laws. I mean, I know what I've read up on. So please, don't come for us. We're just chatting about it like normal people would, which is what Wine Chats is about.
We're not feisty feminists that know every fact in detail.
Exactly. I just was so devastated when I heard the recent news that the Taliban are now preventing women from speaking to each other in public. So their voices cannot be heard in public.
So now where did you hear this from?
Let me grab my screenshot. It was somewhere
TikTok?
in the news.
Was it on TikTok?
No, it wasn't on TikTok. It was somewhere a little bit more legitimate, like news.com.au. This particular one, I don't know where it's from because I didn't take the website. But it looks like something like the Daily Mail or something legit, right?
Okay, so it was on a news platform.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
Okay.
yes. So it says the new Taliban laws that prohibit women from speaking or showing their faces outside their homes have been condemned by the UN. Cool. Now, the Taliban pushed a host of new vice and virtue laws last week. So this was 26th of August. So there was this is earlier in August. Approved by their supreme leader, fuckity fuckface. I literally don't know how to pronounce it. Hibatullah Akamal, fuck you. which states that women must completely veil their bodies, including their faces, in thick clothing at all times in public to avoid leading men into temptation and vice. And women's voices are also deemed to be potential instruments of vice, and so will not be allowed to be heard in public under the new restrictions. Women must also not be heard singing or reading aloud, even from inside their houses.
What? You didn't tell me that part.
Well, I didn't know until I just read it.
Even inside their houses. So obviously the male's part of their family can hear it, but say if you're walking by their window,
they cannot be heard.
If a male Taliban person
a male
by,
full stop, I guess that's their laws now, right?
But like I'm saying, if a male Taliban person walked by and could hear, like they could take you to jail or kill you in the back of a van or whatever.
Oh, well, I don't know. Exactly. That's a good point. I actually don't know what. Sorry, I want to stretch out and this wine is.
In the way. Sorry, I was just trying to show the people what it is.
Oh, yes.
You saw it. Oh, look, that's much better.
Perfect,
That's much better, yes. I couldn't reach that far, though.
I want to stretch out.
And we're looking down.
Snuggle in for this topic.
Snuggle in? Okay.
Yeah, look.
Isn't it mind-boggling, though?
My question is, this is what I'm really curious about. Like, what has made men so angry, so fearful of women, of our voices being heard, that they are now preventing us from our own voices being heard inside our own house if you happen to walk by and my window's open?
But I don't think they're afraid of us. It's because they're because it's sexual. They see it as a sexual thing because it's going to tempt them.
But then that still doesn't make sense. Tempt you from, like, are you that of an animal? So instead to be teaching their boys just general human respect, we are now doing the most that we can do to women to silence them, to totally erase them from society.
But we have to remember that this is the Taliban. Like this is
100%,
this isn't a normal government body,
Thank
right?
God, exactly.
Like,
these are fucking terrorists that have taken over our government.
And not to get political, because as you would know, we're not political people, but it just baffles me that a country can get overtaken by a group like the Taliban, that they can actually weasel their way in to take over the government. So that in itself just shows how powerful and like how at the mercy these countries are, right? So like I just feel like not to be rude, but they have no hope. They actually have no hope.
How can they have hope?
And how do they get rid of the Taliban?
Totally. And look, again, we're not political, so I don't know ins and outs of this and how they even came into power or all that. So skip forward if you're interested in that part.
Yeah.
But I don't, you're right. Like, how does it happen? And there's no way that we can help them. I try to Google this. I'm like, how do we literally, like if I as a woman in this country wanted to try and help, is there a petition I can sign? Is there something I don't know? Do you know what I mean? Like, is there something that we can do to try and help these women? And I know that, like, I read very briefly, again, it's in a screenshot somewhere, that like the Australian government, along with a bunch of different governments, have gone in to sue, apparently, like to, take them to court in The Hague.
Take who to court?
The Taliban. Oh, right? That's literally the response. Like, if they are taking them to court, the international court, to say, hey, this is a violation against human rights.
Right.
What hope do I have?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless there's some sort of handmaid's, this is what I'm hoping for, that there's some sort of handmaid's tale kind of underground women's movement kind of shit going on.
Yeah.
No. Where they are trying to rescue these women or like usurp the fucking Taliban or some shit. You call me, okay? Because I don't know, do something. I will join your secret women's movement.
You will not. You choose chicken shit like I am.
It's so true. I will.
Well, this is the story that popped up ironically after you were telling me your story. So maybe the algorithm obviously was listening, whatever. How a lady in Iran, it was at one of their universities. So she was protesting. So the only way really.
Right. Oh, I think I read about,
like the only way that these women are able to try, but it doesn't do anything.
No,
they
just
protest and they try and be brave. Well, they are brave and they speak out and they try and demonstrate different things to say like, fuck you, Taliban. So she was in her underwear and bra.
I saw that.
On the campus. Yeah. Nothing sexy, just normal underwear and bra. And she was just sitting there. And it was funny. I would love to know. So in the vision, there was a man talking to her.
Right.
Now, I don't know what he was saying, and it wasn't reported what he was saying, I feel like he was probably saying, oh, cover yourself up, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then an older lady who was fully covered went over to him, said something, and then he started to walk away from her.
Good for you, older lady. Whatever it is you said.
Well, no.
No?
What the way I saw it was the older lady was like, shame on you, get away from her. She's indecent. She's bad. So, but what's happened to this lady is she was then thrown into an unmarked van, and she's still
Stop it. They don't know where she is.
No. So she's dead. She's absolutely dead. So there's all these stories where, and this is recent. This is
Totally. I just watched this in the news. Yeah.
So it like there's those brave women that are trying to speak out for the other Iranian women, but nothing.
How can they? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like what?
All that happens is that they get killed or their family members get killed.
Yeah.
Like it's so barbaric. Like I can't get my head wrapped around it.
Why? We give them birth and then they do this to us. I don't understand like how a woman doesn't have a standing in society to that extent.
Yeah.
Where you literally, like I can imagine in Afghanistan, you'd go out to a cafe. Do they have cafes? I don't know. But there would be it would just be a man's society where they breed us, like use us for breeding and then that's it? Like I don't know. What is the point?
Yes. And it's so weird how their mind is. So they look at the women as just sexual beings and everything that the women over there say, literally, because the rule that you said, say and do entices the men to then rape them and to create babies, but then they can't trust themselves around. Well, it's not that they can't trust themselves, but it's just all sexual based, but it's all to do with how fucked up they are.
They are. That's right. Because you're then perpetuating that idea by continually raising your generations in this way, where women are these things that are only to be used for sex and for baby making. Like, are we that sexual? Just walking in. I don't understand. I'm so bad. I'm heartbroken is what I am for the women in our society who I get to wear whatever I want. I can go outside. I can do what I want. I can drive my car. I can talk to my husband. I can open up the windows and sing my Christina Aguilera. I can do what I want.
Oh, please don't.
Right? That's probably what my neighbors are saying too.
Oh, yeah. Christina Aguilera. She's still around.
No, I listen to her old stuff. It's great. But it makes no sense to me that they are so... I can't. I'm so speechless that they would do this to women
because of what they end up doing. So all the laws against them.
So they're kind of protecting women. Is that what as in protecting women from men by doing this?
Yeah, in a weird roundabout way, right?
Yeah.
And for the women not to be better than the men with the whole education thing and blah,
this is
blah,
what I'm saying. Yeah. So what is this fear about women that we're gonna be educated? So they don't want to educate us because we'll be smarter than you? Yeah. We don't want to let them wear normal clothes because you'll rape us? We can't sing because then we can organize things like what's for dinner tonight? Like I don't understand. Like what?
What?
Well, that's what it makes no sense. Like what are you so afraid of? What are they so afraid of with women that they are going to this extent to erase their existence aside from making babies and producing more of a society? It makes no sense. I have no idea. Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Bildo and Lindeland. You can find us on our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and you can listen to us on any favorite podcasting app or watch on YouTube.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, review, comment, send us some love. We absolutely love it.
Chat soon. Come on, Lenny. Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat putting this in.
Come on.
Okay, we'll add in chat soon at the end. Both of us?
Yeah, go
on.
Chat
Chat soon.